I won't speak on Delphi again. I haven't made a habit of making Delphi videos for various reasons. But I'm just going to make one more. I don't quite know how I'm going to word what I'm going to say. I'll address one thing quickly, and that is that if you don't listen wholly to what I say, don't comment on it, because people often get it wrong. When I am addressing someone specifically in videos, I don't have qualms saying their name either. I'm a very direct person, and I'm not just interested in playing these little passive-aggressive games. If I wanted to make a video about Mr. Carroll, I would. And I will say this, Halfmeister, you might have various abilities or thought processes and everything, but you've never been a teenage girl. At least I don't think so. I have been a teenage girl. I think I have a bit more insight. I have talked in a recent video about things people say, not things that I believe, because I do have a very strong belief about this case, and have for a while, and then got put off it by a particular person, and then a commenter has sent me over to the other RL, and everything's just came straight back into focus, and I'm never changing my mind. And I'll explain a little bit about that, but not much. Right now, let's quickly address rumours of a pregnancy. A pregnancy is certainly possible. It would have been certainly possible. I don't believe the girls are pregnant, or one of them. I don't believe they were, purely for the fact that it would be very easy for law enforcement to get DNA from the fetus and match it to their prime suspect, or maybe their only suspect, okay? And I talked about ways they might have done that. There's been many ways they could have done that. They actually would have this person's DNA. I believe they do, but not from the crime scene. If they had anything such as a fetus that had his genetic material, then this person would be behind bars right now. So I spoke about it as something that people discuss, but it's not something that is included in anything that I believe, okay? Even though if you've ever been a 13-year-old or 14-year-old girl, maybe you'll understand why some men, not necessarily hebephiles or child molesters, you'll understand why some older men do gravitate towards younger women. Maybe they don't have as much luck with older women in their age range, because maybe of their personality and that sort of thing, and maybe they need to predate on young women and take advantage of biology. So why am I making this video? Well, let me first remind you, sorry, I just want to say this all once and then I'm done, but so let me first remind you of a video I did make about Delphi a long time ago. And this was when, I won't say a name, but SSS produced this gobshite that Barry Morphew was the bridge guy, the person on the bridge. So Barry Morphew is a husband of a missing woman. So missing woman Suzanne Morphew, she's been gone nearly a year from her home in Maysville, Colorado, right? And in just the expected manner of fuckeryism that is pervasive in true crime on YouTube. Of course, you get all sorts of imbeciles piping up about Barry Morphew being the person on the bridge in the case of the Delphi murders of Abby and Libby. And I thought, well, okay. I mean, number one, this made me furious because, not just because, okay, you know, I'm furious because, oh, it's Barry Morphew. Nothing to do with that. Just stop it. The fury comes from the time wasting, the energy wasting, the revealing that people do of themselves to be completely intellectually useless, and to show themselves as just gossipers, people that are there for the titillation, people that are there for entertainment, whatever it is. This is just trolldom and stupidity. I'm sorry, but it is. It really is. So I thought, well, how am I going to debunk this? Well, I'm going to do this from the only thing that I can bring to the table, some might say. That's from the fact that I'm a woman. And I thought, well, let's look at physicality. And what do women look at? Well, yes, men, we look at your packages. We do. We look. We like it. We look just as much as you do. And there was something that I knew about this suspect in the Delphi murders case because I'd seen it in photos, and it was something that I took note of. Okay, let's look at character. Let's look at physicality. Let's look at this person properly, but just objectively, right? And I could clearly point out differences from Barry Morphew, the suspect, and the person on the bridge. The person on the bridge and the suspect have the same feature, and Barry Morphew does not. So you may have seen this video, you may not have. Sorry to be crass, but yeah, I was talking about the way Barry Morphew wears his junk. The type of underwear he wears it in, how things sit within his trousers, and this is something that men will do. They do it their whole lives. I don't believe they would really change how they do it much unless they change from jocks to boxers, but they're still going to pack a certain way, maybe determined just on being right-handed or left-handed, all right? And when you're right-handed, you're packing to the left. And when you are left-handed, you're packing to the right. And try and dispute this, you can't, okay? It's just one of my little theories in life. And bridge guy doesn't wear tight little jocks. He's probably got boxers on, and he's over on the right-hand side of the bridge. The right-hand side of his trousers. I don't care what you think about me saying this. You can laugh all you like. I don't care. You can use whatever investigation and observation skills that you employ in life. And this is something I decided to employ here. Because I can tell you now the match is with the suspect and not with Barry Morphew. Okay? And just looking at bones as well, you know, someone's bone structure, the way, you know, their flesh falls. Now, I don't care if it's because, you know, your body develops a certain way. Maybe you play baseball like Barry Morphew, or maybe you play another sport like rugby, football. I don't know what you guys call it over in the States, right? Or if there's, you know, various codes, because I guess we have different codes here. We have rugby league, rugby, we have AFL, you know, so there's subcategories. But, you know, the thing with the football, not the soccer ball, is what I'm talking about. So this is a very big, easy to see, quickly understandable clue in my mind. Not to, and you know, and about Barry Morphew, his physical, you know, clearly he is not the person on the bridge. You just, you need to just grow up if you think it is. I feel like people just like saying this stuff. It gives them some sort of hit, pleasure, tingle maybe, does it? Or it excites their brain, if not anything else. It just, you know, and to feel involved and to feel part and to feel like you're, you know, it's okay to cut someone down because there's all these people around you in this sort of group that are egging you on and agreeing with you or think it's funny or just saying it because you think it's fun to pick on someone that you think murdered his wife. Suzanne Morphew was a missing person, by the way. I'll just say that. So, leading on again from this other RL to this RL who has a blog, and his name is Robert Lindsay, and something that I hadn't, something that at the time, you see, I asked a particular person who, let's say they are, you know, one of the leading true crime investigators in this case. And I asked them very specifically about this person because of, you know, things in the woods and deer and graveyards and physicality and background and work history and locality and connections and things like that. So I asked a very serious question about this person, you know. Now, fair enough, you might not want to discuss various people if they are a suspect and you know it. It might get you in trouble on YouTube. But what Robert Lindsay said has just gone to me, because he states that this person is very well known for ensuring that you are pushed well away out of that frame of mind, thinking that he'll just give you a very sure no and a reason why maybe, or just cut you down like a little tree when you mention this person. Why? Because of connections to this person, friendship. And we know that this person has been, it's been alluded to by law enforcement that they've talked to this person, that they know. You know, so I'm back with my conviction on this one. You know, this is a sadistic killer by someone relating to the Packer, who wouldn't have to be local, but is, has been, is, was, is. And they have the physicality here in the body, here, if you don't mind me being crass again, 100%. And, you know, people just need to come forward. They've been at the scene, as we talk about, you know, what is the problem here? Well, the missing link really is someone needs to blow wide open the lie or the alibi or the whatever. It just needs someone with guts. You know, because don't worry, this person's going away. They will go away. This is the brutal slaying of 2 little girls. And let me tell you again, nothing is more important than this. This is not a cover-up to do with, you know, something about, oh, you know, he wants the land around the trail. It's, you know, it was just, It's not complicated like that. It is exactly what it looks like. It is the sadistic, brutal murder of 2 innocent children. Okay? Just understand that. You know, understand that, you know, understand law enforcement just need you to speak up. Now, cop facts, we all love to call that beautiful man the Clint Eastwood of YouTube. You know, I like to call him, I don't know, dangerously debonair, or so, I don't know, his suave menace or whatever, I don't know. You know, has spoken about this, and indeed probably that other true gentleman, John Kelly, would have spoken about this. You know, you need to come forward. There's possibly, yeah, there's probably more than one person that can do it, but it's only going to take one. And